Hello everyone, this is Kitamani of JP Niche Gaming. We are back with Little Goody Two Shoes. So I have a controller this time, and I'm pretty excited about that because I think I just prefer using a controller for this game. Other games, not sure. Often not, but for this game, controller definitely. So I want to talk to everyone. I want to make the most use of this demo, especially since I decided to do a part 2. Let's take a look-see. Oh wow, I don't even know where to begin with that. Leb Kuchen and I used oh okay. Name. And I used to play about in the water all the time, didn't we? Though we're a little too old for that now, I suppose. Forevermore decorated with blooming flowers, Kieferberg's crest rests atop the square fountain in its ancient glory. It's gonna take me a little bit to try to get her voice back. Where's your voice, girl? Good seeing you, Elise. Oh, it must have been even worse up in the mountains. It wasn't that bad, believe it or not. Oh, that's such a relief. I'm afraid we weren't as lucky, sadly. Oh, I do hope nobody was hurt. We can thank both the Lord and Saint Walpurga. Nobody was, but many of the townsfolk got their windows shattered and their roof tiles blown off. What about you, Mr. Heinrich? It was awful. Our window shutters were ripped right off their hinges. It'll take all day to tidy up and fix everything. That's all right, dearest. The sooner we get to it, the sooner it'll be done. I can lend a hand if you'd like me to, Mrs. Ariane. Well, that's all right, Elise. Come now, you two. We best get inside. Did I read that already? Maybe I did, but it doesn't matter. It's kind of too late to go back on that anyway. I'm gonna head down here. I am trying to see... Okay, settings. General. Controls. Modern. Here we go. We can see all these. Right trigger to run. Right trigger to run. Uh-oh. Okay, right trigger to run. Oh no. Sometimes I go into here and then... There we go. Right trigger to run. There we are. There we are. We are right trigger running. I just want to look at everything. This isn't the time to wander about. I'd best hurry. Oh, what was that about? Is that the horror? Because there's supposed to be horror showing up and waiting. What a mess. I won't be going through here anytime soon, I suppose. There we go. That's a little closer to what I remember doing of her voice. Let's save here. Let's just head into the church. We need to purify ourselves for our date tonight. Let's go. Goodness, Elise, you look dreadful. Good morning to you too, Mrs. Bertha. Oh, I wasn't certain you'd come today, Elise. Why wouldn't I, Mrs. Odalie? My, Elise, you do look quite tired. Couldn't catch a wink, I'd wager. Frightening, wasn't it? Oh, it must have been dreadful up in the mountains. Not at all. It seems you folks had it worse than I did. My, now that's hard to believe. That was no ordinary windstorm, I tell you. How so, Odalie? Oh, I've about had it with this nonsense. She's saying it came from the woodland, that's what. Oh, Odalie, it's no use entertaining such notions, my dear. You'll see, Marielle. All I can see is we're running late for Mass. Goodness, what has Kieferberg come to? After you, Elise. The woodland, huh? Oh, it's packed. Where do we sit? In the back? Oh, right here. Elise! Good morning, Elise. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, wow. Look at that dress. I like green dresses. I like her character design. Again, it's serving classic clamp. I really like it. Evergreen sweetheart. How are you always so cheery, Freya? You took so long, I thought you weren't coming. I overslept a little, I suppose. Didn't get that much sleep last night. Oh, me neither, and all because of that windstorm. Not even my little sprig could help me. Your sprig? I keep a tiny sprig of lavender under my pillow, you see. Sniffing it helps me sleep better, and it leaves such a lovely... Keep quiet, you two. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wilhelm. We'd best focus now, Elise. That wink. You're the one wittering on, Freya. Another girl. How many girls? May the blessing of the Lord, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit be with us. May the hallowed Saint Walpurga take heed of our prayers. Amen. This Saturday, we will once again be celebrating our patroness, Saint Walpurga. As you all know, preparations for the festivities are already underway. Very appropriate voice for him, I think. Let us all contribute to the best of our abilities, brethren. That said, I am aware of what transpired last night. Several of our neighbors were severely affected by the windstorm. I urge everyone to lend a hand in clearing out the alleyways. Let us all have compassion for one another. In these trying times, let us trust St. Walpurga to guide our people and keep Kieferberg out of harm's way. May the Lord be with you, brethren. Amen. There's so much effort put into little nitty-gritty details, I guess, that is just stunning. I mean, I've already heaped praises in the last video. Took you all you had to get out of bed this morning, I'd wager. Oh, wow. You know, even if I were to look up this name, I don't think I could find the pronunciation too easily. Sugary devotee. Sugary devotee. I guess I could just call her Sugary devotee. Very funny. You know what? You can just easily skip over her name and kind of, right? I hope. I hope that works out. Jokes aside, Elise. Wait, what was the voice I was coming up with for her? Okay. Don't I keep telling you to take your apron off for Sunday Mass? I'm certain the Lord couldn't care less, so why should you? You're riling me up on purpose again, Leb. Leb, there we go. Can you tell? For goodness sake. I'd best get to work now before it gets late. Don't forget to come back. Come about later, Elise. I won't. Relationship menu. Yay, we're gonna, go on a date with a nun soon. Sounds like a good idea. What could go wrong? Saint Walpurga, huh? Basking in its holy glory, the image of Saint Walpurga solemnly watches over Kieferberg Church. We best send word to Premeldorf before... Oh, Elise, I didn't see you there. Send word to Premeldorf, Mr. Gustav? We're having folks from Premeldorf lend a hand with the festival this year, Elise. I heard the windstorm wasn't as bad up in the mountains last. Freya was fretting over you like you wouldn't believe. She was? You ought to thank the Lord for your good fortune, Elise. Certainly, Father. Hard at work even on a Sunday, are you? When aren't I, Father? Sundays are meant for rest, Elise. You let us know if you ever need a hand, you hear? Of course, Mr. Gustav. Thank you. You're so nice. No wonder she likes coming to Mass. Let's go on a date. Couldn't sleep much last night, could you? Could you? Didn't sleep a wink. Explains the hilarity. Wow. You're hopeless, Lab. As long as you keep indulging me. So it's my fault, huh? Here you go, before I forget. Oh, you brought me my favorite. Maybe that's an everybody thing, that they get all ridiculous sounding when they're sleepy. Mr. Bernard said you were rather late getting home last night. Is that so? I did tell you it was almost time for supper when you stopped by. And I told you Mrs. Alma worked me like a donkey right up until nightfall. Mr. Bernard was fretting over you is all. Mr. Bernard can find better things to do with his time, I'm certain. You really are so stubborn, Elise. Anyhow, it's about time I head out. Say, I'll be at the bell tower all afternoon if you'd like to keep me company. I'll be there, Leb. Meet Leb at the church tower in the afternoon. Keeping Leb company, huh? Can't say I'm not looking forward to it. I feel a lot more confident now about how I'll handle the horror segment whenever it shows up. I remember sneaking into Father Hans' study with Lab when we were children. These 2 rooms have nothing but junk in them anyhow. I remember. Oh, there we go. Same. This place was packed and now it's empty. Oh, what is this? Mysterious note. There's something written on here. Hallowed Walpurga, sanctified be thy name. May thy will be everlasting and thy grace all-embracing. Quenched thou shalt be on this Sabbath of the full moon. May this prayer find its restful place in thy life-bearing grove. A prayer? There's something else at the bottom. Kieferberg's offering lies in the crossroads beyond the maypole. May thy thirst be quenched, thy blessings received. In the crossroads? I wonder who dropped this. Investigate the notes further. I've never seen water coming out of here. I wonder if they've ever been used for anything. Polished completely smooth, the pearly stone basin sits untouched. Beautifully written, the script, from what I can gather so far. I stopped lighting candles ever since Granny Holly passed. Not that they ever did anything anyhow. Kept burning in the wake of a prayer. Each candle's flame flickers in serene devotion. Beautiful. This place always brings back such good memories. Now she sounds like someone else. Well, I mean, people have their differing tones of voice depending on what they're looking at or they're talking to and everything. The fragrant mountain breeze frolics about rolling hills, spreading its spring cheer all across Kieferberg. All right. Just a nice little moment of peace and harmony for our date tonight. Thank goodness that's over. What a bore. To think I'll have to work all day until the evening. Time periods. 6 time periods. Only 3 are working ones. Morning, afternoon, and dusk. All goals marked with this icon will skip 1 time period. Oh, Elise, I was waiting for you. Waiting for me? I almost forgot to give you this. Ointment. Sounds helpful. You mentioned your hands were feeling dry, right? Oh, you didn't have to, Freya. I use it right before bed every night. It does wonders for the skin. I put a little lavender in there, too. Wait, you made this yourself? Of course I did, silly. That's Papa's favorite. His hands are always dry, you see? You do have a knack for that sort of thing, don't you? So I'm told, I suppose. Anyhow, I'd best move along before it gets late. Say, Elise, I was wondering, I'm gonna pick some flowers this afternoon up in the mountains. Flowers? I thought maybe you might care to join me, if you'd like. All right, I'll be there, Freya. That's wonderful. Have a nice day, Elise. Let's go flower picking. Just like in Kingdom Come Deliverance. What's gotten into her? I actually haven't played Kingdom Come Deliverance. Is that even the name of that one? I want to play it someday, and I just don't think I can handle it. I heard this flower picking. Okay, we can't all leave Kieferberg over this nonsense. Leaving? Who's leaving? Oh, Elise, it's that witch folks keep wittering on about. That windstorm couldn't have been a mere coincidence, old Jokens. Calm down, Brunhilde. Think of your baby. Now, I'm not one to believe such things, but I thought you weren't buying into this nonsense, Mrs. Bertha. Why, who are you to say it's nonsense, Elise? But it is nonsense, Mrs. Bertha. Do you truly think that there's a witch out there? Oh, we wouldn't know, Elise. You seem to be a little too certain about it, young lady, because it's utterly ridiculous. We ought to be careful when discussing such things. Truly, Dorothea, you never know who could be listening. What are you? Oh, please don't say such things, Mrs. Bertha. Come now, let's change the subject, shall we? Suspicion? 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 What are we suspicious about? What is that? I like the sound of that, though. It's intriguing. Can't be bothered to lend a hand in the alleys, Elise. I like this character. Look at her. I like her outfit and all of that. Folks can look after their own homes, I'd say. Sparing yourself on a Sunday, I see. As a matter of fact, I happen to work every Sunday, Mrs. Lorelei. All right, whatever you say, lassie. Say, have you seen my niece by any chance? Molly? I'll take it you haven't, then. No, I don't think I have, Mrs. Lorelei. She's been up to no good lately, you see. Running about, begging for food, skipping class, who knows what else. Oh, I see. Nothing a good whipping can't fix, anyhow? I wouldn't be so certain. You've seen what it did to the alleys, Marielle. Oh, Odalie, what are we to do with you? Is everything all right, Mrs. Marielle? Odalie here is making too much of that windstorm is all. You'll see, Marielle. See what, Mrs. Odalie? Old Johann's right, lass. That windstorm came from the woodland. It's that wretched witch. For goodness sake. She likes saying that. You'd best keep such thoughts to yourself, Odalie. The townsfolk are already frightened. You wouldn't want to make it worse. Why, I'm simply trying to alert folks to the... You ought to watch your words, dearie. That's what happens when you try Mrs. Marielle's patience, I suppose. Time for work. Hey, we have a job. And we have an orange cat. Look at this orange cat. Very cute. Hello, orange cat. Oh, so cute. All right. I don't know. I kind of want to go down a little further. And just in the interest of trying to get to everything as quickly as possible, let's do this. I'm so glad you dropped by, Elise. Won't you lend me a hand? I have my hands full tidying up after that windstorm, you see. I can lend you a hand with that, Mrs. Ariane. I was hoping you could fetch me some eggs from the coop. It'll skip one time period. Of course I can. Leave it to me, Mrs. Ariane. Careful with the hens now, you hear. I dare say they're still riled up after last night. Out of my way, you feathered rat. That face. Running low on tiffle? Try selling valuable items. Oh, chicken frenzy. What is going on? Chicken frenzy start. I am very open to this. Pick an egg and move. What is going on? Round 1. We're gonna fight. Fight for eggs. We need this and this, and then we need this. Oh no! Oh no! Oh gosh! Oh no! Oh no! Come on! Give me eggs! No! I'm being attacked! You jerk! Give me your eggs! Oh no! Okay, move. Thank you. Oh! You're always getting me. Move, please. Thank you. Oh no. Have we lost? Round 2. 3, 2, 1. Let me try the D-pad. I think the D-pad is gonna... Yeah, the D-pad is much better. Oh wow. Infinitely better. This is so interesting. This is like... not what I was expecting. I was not expecting minigames like this. Okay, D-pad is not actually better because I find myself going too fast. Maybe. I guess when one isn't ready, you go look at the other one. Okay. Actually, D-pad is better. Score is 25. Rank is B. B! Okay. I didn't know I got a B. I figured I'd get... I don't know what I figured I'd get. Really? I'm not going to try again right now. Because I do intend... Oh, I already know for sure I'm playing the full version of this game. This is really interesting. This is so cool. This is really cool. Oh my, these will hardly do, Elise. How many eggs do you need? Heinrich's going to be rather disappointed, the poor lad. For your time, Elise. Thank you, Mrs. Ariane. It's getting to be dusk. Oh wait, no, it's not dusk. It will be dusk. Later. Later, it'll be dusk. Romantic date available, task available. So, if we wanted to, we could just work all day and just forget about all the girls, too, if we wanted to. But I am going to try to meet everybody. And... what are you about? Oh, Elise. Mrs. Dorothea. You don't look so good, Mrs. Dorothea. Have you seen Miffy by any chance? I like that name. That would be a good cat name. I ought to make sure she's doing her daily readings. She's awfully behind. No, I haven't. Have you tried asking Mrs. Lorelei? Yes, I was told she was sent to the well for water, but she's not there. Oh, Elise, I can only pray she's all right. She does wander off quite often, doesn't she? Won't you please tell her if you see her? Sure. Why not? I wonder if we're going to even have to have a part 3 of this, because this is an expansive demo. I really like that. Imagine living across Wilma's Inn. Old folks' homes are left behind to rot after they go on to meet their maker, huh? It's such a waste, isn't it? It's a kind of funny way of putting it. We have a shop here. Who's this person? There you are, lassie. Here I am, Mrs. Wilma. You've heard, I'm sure. About the windstorm, yes. Oh, to hell with that nonsense. I'm talking about the festival. What about it, Mrs. Wilma? My Elise, I didn't take you for a simpleton. What do you take me for, then? What do you need, Mrs. Wilma? What do you take me for, then? I would appreciate it if you didn't insult me, Mrs. Wilma. Why, you're acting as though I called you a witch, Elise. I wouldn't put it past you at this point. My, is this a threat? It's too bad I'm not a proper witch, wouldn't you say? You oughtn't say such things, Elise. How distasteful can you get, you little... Whatever you say, Mrs. Wilma. Suspicion has gone up. Oh gosh, how suspicious can I get? I probably should be careful, because I wanted her to be sort of her own kind of spunky, sassy personality, and I really like this character design. I like her hair. I like the... It's not drill hair, but it's something. I like the curliness. Oh, it's you, Elise, was it? Goodbye, Mrs. Wilma. I'm buying. What am I buying? I don't know. My goodness. Bandages. Yeah, I would say the RPG Maker style kind of horror. I mean, I don't know if I wanted to call it that. I mainly call it that just because some of the best games that are a little bit like this are RPG Maker horror games. So, should we buy a bandage? I mean, you know, this is just the demo. Let's just do it. Bandages. Are you sure that's all, sweetheart? Goodbye. Let me know if you need anything else, precious. Do like the art quite a bit. It's filled with dirt. That Wilma tried to make a planter, but it fell flat, huh? So many little details about the world and the characters. I assume we're really going to get to know everybody and feel like we are part of a world. A nice little storybook world. What a mess. I won't be going through here anytime soon, I suppose. What a mess. And then she can't go there either. Oh, what was that about? What is it? This cute little doggy. Okay. Alright. We're gonna keep it moving along. I'm hoping to finish this demo. Actually, what a mess. I won't be going there. Very interesting that it would have that show up. I keep saying interesting. I don't know. I just always find that a bit cryptic, maybe? Because I've seen that sort of thing happen in games before. And it doesn't strike me as a glitch. Oh, these children. Elise! Elise! I'm busy. Shoop, shoop. You're so boring, Elise. No wonder you're always in such a bad mood, Elise. Oh, I'll tell you who's always in a bad mood, you little... Please, Elise, come play with us. She won't. She's a coward. 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 I'll show you the coward. Give me that. Another drawing. How did you do that, Elise? Oh, she's good. You did it from so far away, Elise. You're making too much of it, you brats. Your arms are longer, that's why. Cheater, you're a cheater. Why, you... She doesn't do too well around kids, does she? So this is a kind of older 90s anime reference. She reminds me a little bit of Lena Inverse. She's less nice than Lena. Lena is much nicer. Let's Talk to... Oh! Mrs. Dorothea is looking for you, Molly. Not the daily readings. For goodness sake. I'm not going back, Elise. It's Sunday. So, I'm working either way, aren't I? But you're different. What's that? I'm just a girl. I can't be working all day like you. Well, what the heck are we then? I mean, we look like we're the same. Molly can get herself in trouble all she wants. I couldn't care less. She doesn't look that much younger than us. We're just two cute little sprites in Sprite World. Go over to... Oh, look at that gray kitty. I really like how cats are drawn in this game. They're so cute. We have another errand we could do down there, but I feel like I don't want to rush time forward, of course. Just in case there are any events of interest. Bread! It's always lovely seeing you, Elise. Alright. I already have bread and pretzels, so I don't need to do that. See you, Granny. Gotta look after yourself, Elise. Whew. Let's see where we're going. So there is definitely some updated dialogue on a regular basis, it would appear. Now where am I going? I guess I can do whatever I want. That's sort of the life sim element. I mean, you can't go everywhere, I guess, because there are areas that are blocked off like that. But, you know, I think I want to go back home. And... so pretty. And talk to our new friend, who I am guessing is a witch. I think she's probably my favorite of the friends that we've met. Of the more than friends that we've met, I assume. Let's go up here. Should we save here? Maybe. It's always impressive to see the very lengthy demos. I think probably the longest demo I've ever played in my life was Kingdoms of Amalur, which was like 5 hours long. Or at least I managed to get 5 hours out of it, and I didn't feel like I had been stretching it. That really was how long it felt like it was. And it was interesting because I keep saying that. It was really fun. I liked that one, and I don't think it would have been as fun if I hadn't been so inexperienced with that genre at the time. What are you doing here, Rosemary? Oh, I didn't think you'd be back so soon, Elise. I came to check on you, but I see you're snooping around my bedroom. You see, Elise, I couldn't help myself. I'm very sorry. Alright, well, I knew this would happen, I suppose. I truly didn't mean to, but this novel you left on your table... Huh? It's so wonderful. The friendship between Elena and Leonore? Lenore? Oh, Lenore. Elena and Lenore is simply breathtaking. Huh. I'm so sorry, Elise. I didn't mean to loiter about. I swear your home will be sparkling by the time you're back. Oh, that's alright. I mean, you don't have to do all this stuff. I mean, how am I gonna keep up my tsundere personality? She's gonna do all this cool stuff for me. I don't know. I hope that she softens up a lot. That's kind of the whole dynamic. It's sort of what is intended. But I don't like seeing this character be too mean for... I don't know, it's a weird way of putting it, but for too long. Too mean for too long to her. Since she's so sweet and she just didn't really... I don't know, she doesn't do anything whatsoever to defend herself. Oh my gosh.